Damn, this the intro? Yes.
Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start the drive with Cook. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He'll get this up to about the 44. The Patriots at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Harris running straight ahead. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Throwing, Jones. Setting up the screen, Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Try the right side with Harris. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jones now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember,
Mike Evans, he's going to go. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. They find some open field here. Still going. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Deontay Hardy. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Lutz with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His first touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's got it. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. It's incomplete to Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. First down, and they go back to Harris. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we'll welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Here's Jones on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that three.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school, I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 11. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. here. Should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Jones. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're